Morning from Havana, Cuba. It's really loud out because it's actually gym time out front, but we are about to go to meet the cat rescue, and I just wanted to thank everyone for the donations and share that we are bringing over a bunch of Lysol wipes, some paper, some pens, a coolant mat for kitties, flea and tick medicine, churros, of course churros, some more kitty treats, and a big bag of toys, and Brule added an extra toy, or Toppy added an extra mouse when I was packing my suitcase, so we'll be adding that too. Oh, and some band-aids, and a couple of blankets. These actually used to be Toppy and Bruce when they were babies, so now we're gonna leave those here with these kitties. And we're gonna get them over this cute bag we got at Target. It says love with a paw, so they can have that too. So let's go donate these to the Spanky Project's partners here in Havana, Cuba. So Angelo owns an art studio, and Angelo and Amelia have converted a big portion of this space, not only for the cats that want to live there, but also a big area for recovery of the street cats or the locals' cats that they bring over for recovery. They check in on them constantly, that way they can stay there safely, whether they're preparing for surgery, recovering from surgery, if it's a spay, a neuter, or like this kitty, for example, had a hip surgery. There's also little reminders posted up about like TNR and what an ear tip means and the importance of vaccination and spaying and neutering. And it's just really cool to see how they've converted this space to not only be their studio, but also their little spot for a kitty hospital basically, and the vet comes by constantly, and this is also where they prep the food that they go out to feed the cats. So cat food, as we know it in America, is a scarcity in Cuba, and so Angelo goes every morning to the market and he will get whatever is fresh and in stock, and so it could be like bananas or squash or whatever they have, and he will bring it back to Amelia. She also has some dehydrated pellets and other like chicken, and they work with the local fishermen to get some fish, so they do have like a good mixture, and they just make whatever's fresh and mix it up for the cats of the Havana area where they live. Some of the cats stay with Angelo and Amelia. They either have different medical needs or just reasons that they spend more of their time indoors. Or there's Goosey, the one on the leash. She was hit by a scooter and went completely blind, so now she is just safely supervised on her leash, but still gets to go out and visit with all of her kitty buddies from the street during feeding time or for little walks. The cats definitely know mealtime, and they definitely know Amelia. It's really cool to see them all come running to her. It's also cool seeing how much of a member of the community she is and how she networks with people throughout the area and teaches the next generation the importance of kindness. You'll find this across Havana, like different people feeding and taking care of the street animals. It's really heartwarming to see that they are loved, and it's really nice to be able to bring resources to help them take care of these animals. So you'll see Amelia feeding all her kitties, and they definitely make sure that all the kitties that should be showing up do show up. If anybody doesn't show up for mealtime, they go looking for them to make sure all their kitties are safe and accounted for. You can see how some of the cats have like eye gunkies and a little bit of like health stuff going on, but they're all also under medication right now, so it's really nice to see them be so cared about. Even if they don't necessarily have a roof over their head to call their own, they're definitely loved and taken care of. So I had spoken with Audrey, who is the president of the Spanky Project, and she is in direct contact with the caretakers and veterinarians in Havana and other parts of Cuba, and was able to communicate with me exactly what they needed most resource-wise that my mom and I were able to bring down to them. And we were so lucky to have donations from some of our followers and friends in the cat community, because it just helps these caretakers be able to take care of these animals when typically resources can be quite limited. And then after mealtime, out of respect for the city that's letting them do this with the cats, they make sure to clean up. That way they can save some of the pieces if they're reusable for later, or at least just not leave a mess after feeding time for everybody.